Swamin namaste natalokabandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdho mamuddharatmiya kataksha drishtya rijvyati karunya sudhabhivrishtya. Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste, Swamin namaste. Yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yadikshanam, yad vandanam, yat shravanam, yadarhanam, lokasya sadyo vidhunoti kalmasham tasmai subhadrashrabase namo namaha vichakshana charanopasadanat sangam vyudasyo bhayato antaratmanah vindanti brahmagatim gataklamaha tasmai subhadrashrabase namo namaha tasmai subhadrashrabase namo namaha tasmai subhadrashrabase namo namaha. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. So, we were discussing King Nimi, who was doing a Brahma Satra in the presence of an assembly of rishis, maharshis, many munis, and many other Brahmins and Pandits. And there came the 9 yogis called the Navayogis, who were the 9 sons of King Rishabhadeva. And then King Nimi asked them some questions after receiving them with lot of honor, worshipping them after washing their feet and offering them whatever was due to them, making them sit in a beautiful seat. He asked them with lot of humility and with lot of joy. He said that this human birth is very rare, and also, although this human birth which is rare and the body is very transitory, it is a rare blessing when one gets the association with holy people like you. It should be considered to be a great treasure. I am so blessed that you have come this way and you have sat here. So please tell us something. I would like to ask you some questions. Please reply to them. And the Navayogis, they were ready. Why do the yogis and the holy people roam about in this earth? They go for the benefit of the people, for purifying them. Many will not be able to come and meet the holy people, the saints, the self-realized masters. So they also keep on wandering so that many come in their association and they get exposed to them, and when the words of wisdom are heard by them, they become purified. So it is said that all the holy places, they become purified by the footsteps of the holy saints who trample there, who go by that place. So these Navayogis, they were also very ready to reply to whatever the Raja was going to ask them. And you know, all our scriptures, whatever is said in the scriptures, as you know, always it is in the form of questions and answers. And whenever a question is asked and a reply is given by the self-realized people, it is not only beneficial for those who have asked the question, it becomes beneficial for everybody who happens to listen to them, later read them, and all this question and reply, they are being transferred from generations after generation to this date to us, and we are also getting benefited. So, the first question that Nimi asked was, please tell us, what is the ultimate good of this human life? What one should do to become liberated? This life, the human life, we are always very active, one action after another, we keep on doing in search of happiness. So we keep on planning things and we want to do activity after activity to become happy and happier. Also we want to keep aside unhappiness. We want to plan our life in such a manner that we do not face unhappiness. But that doesn't happen. Sukha and dukkha, happiness and unhappiness, they keep on coming in turn. So, please tell us, in the midst of all these waves in this samsara, the worldly ocean, how can we feel free, liberated, and how can we remain unaffected, still remain absolutely happy? So when Nimi asked this question, one by one, the Navayogis started replying to him. So Nimi asked this question, then when one of the yogis replied, he had another question. Like this, so many questions he had asked. We were discussing the question where Nimi has asked that, please tell us, whatever you are telling, it is a great blessing to listen, to contemplate. Please tell us, a person with dull intelligence or not having that much of intelligence, how will that person be benefited? How will that person receive and retain whatever you are saying? How will that person become liberated? So then, the yogi, whose name was Prabuddha, he started talking. Actually, all these Navayogis, while I'm doing this, I was feeling that at least 3-4 questions I would like to take up. I have started with Prabuddha, which counts as a third question, I think. But I think it is better to start from beginning. So I will finish this Prabuddha and go back. Not all the questions, but some which are very, very important. So in this, where Prabuddha is replying, Prabuddha starts saying the same thing, that what joy is there in this life? Everything is ephemeral. Nothing stays. Man goes after happiness. The sense organs, they are constantly going outward in search of happiness from the objects that they interact with. One gets happiness, no doubt, but there is fear and anxiety mixed with that happiness. So, knowing that everything is ephemeral, what joy one has in his family, wife, children, house, cattle, possessions, his all other qualifications, his prestige, his name, his fame, recognition, everything goes away. So, one should not cling to these things. One suffers because one clings to everything that one feels is mine. First is the I-ness, and then is the mine-ness. Feeling that I am this body. Thus, I is the body, mind, intelligence. Whereas the self, the soul is changeless, imperishable. Mistakenly we think it is this body, mind, intelligence which are changeful. So whenever there are changes in the body, mind, intelligence, etc., we suffer. And also changes are there in all that we feel belongs to us, the mindness with which we feel that all these belong to me. And so we cling to that, we get attached, we want everything to remain in the manner which will give us happiness, which doesn't happen. Because life constantly flows. Whatever, if suppose everything is very good in a family, it will not remain like that. The time will be passing. There will be so many things happening. So, he says that this is the situation of human life. Knowing that this is so, and there is no permanent happiness in this life. To get the permanent happiness, to feel that I am liberated, I am not affected by all these changes, what one should do? He says, Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya uttamam shabde parecha nishnatam brahmanyupashamashrayam tatra bhagavatan dharman shikshed gurvatma devatah amayaya anuvrityayaihi tushyed atmatmado harihi. What is the first sentence? I have done these two, and I said that I'll do it again. First line, the one half of the first line is Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta. When I was discussing what Rishabhadeva told us, there also he starts saying what? Hamse Gurau Mai Bhaktyanu. That is, one must have bhakti towards the Guru, who is nothing but Paramatma, myself, and one should serve the Guru. And see, here also it starts with that. In Bhagavatam, everywhere, wherever this kind of sadhana is given, what every seeker or devotee who wants to grow in devotion, who wants to progress in the path of God realization or soul realization, sadhana has been given that you do this, do that. You will first find that the first thing is that have bhakti towards Guru, worship the Guru, go to him, listen to him, get instructed by him. Prahlada also says, Guru Sushrushaya Bhaktya Sarvalabdharpanena Cha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishvararadhanena Cha Haris Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhagavanasta Ishvaraha. This is Prahlada saying. Prahlada is telling his, that is also in Bhagavatam. I am just trying to compare and tell you that everywhere if you see, you will find that first thing is that do Guru Sushrusha. Serve the Guru. Go to the Guru. So Prahlada is telling his classmates to develop pure devotion for God, for Sri Hari. Oh my friends, there are many ways, out of which these are what you should do. And the first thing is that serve the Guru with bhakti and offer everything to him. Here what is saying? Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya uttamam shabde parecha nishnatam brahmanyupashamashrayam. So tasmad, he says, therefore what? Why therefore? If you want to go forward in this path where you do not think of anything else, exclusively you want to pursue this path and feel that you are liberated from the I sense, the I-ness, the mindness, which actually make us suffer. This mistaken identification with the body, mind and intelligence. So, to get freedom from that, he says, tasmad, therefore, gurum prapadyeta. Yes, we may be hearing many things, Rishabha said, that it will not do by just your reading and oneself thinking that I must do this and do that. You have to go to a guru and get instructed by the guru. Here also he is saying, tasmad gurum prapadyeta tatra bhagavatan dharman shikshait. So you go to a guru and take refuge at his feet. If you are a jignasu, enquirer, one who inquires after what? What is this life? Who am I? Who is God? How can I have liberation? All these questions, the one who asks is a jignasu. He has developed this query, this yearning, earnestness in asking, in trying to know, who is this I? Who is this God? What is the relationship between the God and the world? Will I be able to reach that state which is eternal, which is changeless, which I read about in the scriptures? So these questions, the one who is asking, he is Shreyaha Jignasu, the desirous to know, the one who is desirous to know the supreme good. He should take refuge, Uttamam Gurum Prapadyeta, his own spiritual teacher. And who is the teacher? The teacher has been described. This teacher has been described like Shabde Parecha Nishnatam Brahmanyupashamashrayam. The teacher who is well versed in the scriptures, not only that, he has become Brahman. He has not only read and listened and contemplated, he has become that. He has all the characteristics. And Brahmani cha upashama ashrayam. His mind has been completely withdrawn from all these outside worldly affairs, which is changeful, and withdrawing the mind is seated steadily in a stable manner on what? On Brahman, on that one consciousness, that one. From the plural, it has come to the singular. In everything which is the plurality, which is all through the indriyas, through the sense organs we are seeing or we are perceiving, below that, as a substratum, he always sees the Brahman and he is seated in that Brahman. Upashama ashrayam, he has attained to that tranquility. Amayaya anuvritya. So, through unmotivated, sincere and loving, faithful service, he must have unmotivated, amayaya, unmotivated, and anuvritya, with loving and faithful service, he should take refuge at the feet of the Guru and do service to him without any motive, being absolutely sincere, very serious, exclusive, one-pointed. His mind is not in anything else. So he goes to the Guru, and after showing his pranam and respect, he takes refuge at his feet, he stays with him, or when he is exposed, he does some service to him. And there he learns the Bhagavata Dharma. He asks him, please tell me, how can I become a true devotee, a true seeker? Who is a true seeker? A seeker or a devotee who has no other desire than the love for God. In this Bhagavata, they are talking about bhakti. In Vedanta, it is a one-pointedness towards going up to the aim, the realization of the self. So, this one-pointedness, the wholesomeness, the exclusiveness, whether it is in the devotion for God or you talk about Brahman, whether it is God or Brahman, it is the same. So, one must learn. He goes and asks the Guru, please tell me about it. How I can get liberation? How I can be a true seeker? What should I do? And he must consider the Guru as Guru Atma Deivataha. See? Tatra Bhagavatan Dharman Shikshet. Learn the Bhagavata Dharma. Guruvatma Deivataha. Considering the Guru as Atma, Devata, that is, considering the Guru as all the deities, considering the Guru as the soul of one's soul, and considering the Guru as Hari, Sri Hari itself, who will be, when pleased, he will give liberation. And Atmadaha Atma Harihi Tushet. Amayaya Anuvritya Aihi Tushet Atmatmado Harihi. So, Tatra Bhagavatan Dharman Shikshet Guruvatma Deivataha. Consider the Guru as your own self, soul of the soul, and all the deities. That is the Guru, the deities, and one's own Atma, same. No difference. And there you serve him, ask him questions, and learn from him. Why? Because by doing all this, the Bhagavata Dharma, when learned, Sri Hari, who is Atmadaha, that is, he gives the Atma Jnana. This Sri Hari will be pleased and he will give you the Atma Jnana. So, the first thing Prabuddha is saying, that tasmat gurum prapadyeta jnyasu shreya uttamam. See, in Bhagavad Gita, what is Krishna telling Arjuna? Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeksyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshinaha. So, tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So, you should learn that supreme knowledge. Pranipatena. First you go to the Guru, do pranam, and pariprashnena sevaya, do service, and then ask question. By asking question, you must know that supreme knowledge. And see, in Vivek Chudamani also, Shankaracharya has written, Tamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya Prashraya Sevanaihi. That is, you go to the Guru and with bhakti, with namrata, that is vinaya, you, with humility, you do pranam. Tamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya Prashraya Sevanaihi Prasannam Taman Uprapya Prichet Jnatavyam Atmanah. So everywhere you go to Guru, if this is Viveka Chudamani, this text, here also, the same thing you will find everywhere, that first you go to the Guru, do pranam, do seva, and pranam should be with humility, with humility. When I asked Baba whether Diksha is necessary, Baba said yes. When one considers a person as Guru, one becomes filled with humility. All the ego is sublimated. So with humility one must go. When we go to a Guru, all that we know, we simply keep aside, sublimate. We would like to know and have faith that what the Guru is telling me is the supreme knowledge. That faith must be there. So, tamaradhya gurum bhaktya, worshipping the Guru with devotion, prahva prashraya sevanaihi, and approaching him, we should make him pleased. Prahva prashraya sevanaihi prasannam tam anuprapya. When we go to him, we worship him with pranam, which is with full of humility. We do some seva, what the Guru wants or the Guru needs, not what we want to do. Most of the time, you will find that Shishyas and disciples and devotees, they will like to do what they like to do, according to their own convenience, according to their own convenient time, according to what they feel should be done. In our Prabhat Rishmi book, Swamiji has told this. I wish I will be able to read out to you someday how Swamiji has said that what it is to do acharya upasana, acharya upasanam. When we come to the Guru, how we have to leave everything, all our preconceived ideas, preconceived attitudes, our views, our wishes, our desires, and come as an open book, absolutely new book, and tell him, you can write anything, whatever is good for me. It should be that, attitude should be like that. So, prahva prashraya sevanaihi, the seva should be such, which is necessary for him. The Guru will never say that do seva for me. We must be sensitive enough to understand when the seva is necessary, what kind of seva is necessary, at what time it is necessary, whether what we are doing, Guru is liking it or not. We have to be very, very sensitive, and with love and humility. Love. That love should be there. It's not that as a duty you are doing. Oh, in the Shastra it is written, one must do seva. In all Shastras it is written that one must do Guru seva. So I am doing it. I am doing it with a feeling of what? Duty. That a devotee or a disciple should do seva, so I am doing. No. With love. Completely sublimating oneself. Sublimating one's own needs, rest, sleep, necessities, wishes, desires. One should be serving. That is a service. Also, it should be without any motive. Service should not be that if I serve my Guru, he will give me knowledge. Even that should not be there. I am serving you because I want to serve. I want to serve. I feel absolutely blessed if I am given a chance to serve. This should be the attitude. Not with any motive. And prasannam. So the Guru becomes pleased actually. When the Guru understands, whenever there is a motive, whenever there is a half-heartedness, whenever there is a duty-like feeling in the devotee's mind or the disciple's mind while doing seva, whenever there is a feeling that, oh, how I will somehow do the seva and go and do whatever I like to do, all those are understood by the Guru. So it has to be in such a manner that he is pleased. And he is pleased not by the seva actually. He is pleased by prichet jnatavyam. The Shishya, by doing all this paraphernalia, when he understands it is quite a proper, ripe time to ask a question, he asks a question. And the Guru is pleased by that. See, in Vivek Chudamani, the first sloka that I chant, Swamini Namaste Nataloka Bandho. Every session I start with that. Swamini Namaste Nataloka Bandho Karunya Sindho Patitam Bhavabdho. So in Viveka Chudamani, the Stamaradhya Gurum Bhaktya Prahva Prashraya Sevanaihi Prasannam Tam Anuprapya Priched Jnatavyam. After that, Shankaracharya is writing how the disciple or devotee, he goes to the Guru. He should go to the Guru. He should find out somebody where he can go, fall at his feet, do pranam, do some sevang, and then ask the question. The question is of life and death. If he is a jijnasu, say in this, tasmat gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya uttamam. He is a jijnasu. In his mind, question has come. Question of what? Life and death. I will not be satisfied by anything else. I want to know, what is this life? Why is it that I sometimes become irritated, sometimes unhappy, sometimes anxious, sometimes tense, and always agitated, so much thoughts constantly going in my mind. And I'm not peaceful and happy. I want a stable mind. I want to be such. Let there be waves and waves around me, drowning me. Still, I'll be stable. I want to reach that state. How will it be? How will I be liberated? He is a jijnasu. It is a question of knowing it absolutely. So, he has gone. He has understood that to understand this, one has to go to the feet of a guru and take refuge at his feet. He goes and he does pranam. Swamini Namaste Nataloka Bandho Karunya Sindho Patitam Bhavabdho Mam Uddharatmiya Kataksha Drishtya Rizvyati Karunya Sudhabhivrishtya. He says, O Swamini, Namaste, Namaste, Namaste. Nataloka Bandho. You are the friend of everybody who has bowed down at your feet. Karunya Sindho, and you are an ocean of mercy. Patitam bhavabdhau mam uddhara. I am feeling that I am drowning in this worldly ocean. If I have happiness for some time, I find that very often it goes. Either I'll become agitated, or I'll become depressed, or I will become sometimes rejoicing, sometimes I will be feeling absolutely dull. Nothing will interest me. I'll be tense, I'll be anxious. So, my condition is that as if I am getting drowned. Patitam bhavabdhau mam. I have got drowned in this worldly ocean. And I am being hit from here and there. Mam uddhara. Please save me. Save me. And atmiya kataksha drishtya. With your glance, look at me, my dear Lord, my Guru. With your eyes, look at me and save me. Your eyes, rijvyati karunya sudhabhivrishtya. This eyes, from your eyes, nectar-like grace is getting shed and showered. Look at me, and I, who is afraid, I'm afraid, I feel I'm getting drowned, So please help me. Durvara samsaradavagni-taptam dodhuyamanam duradrishtavataihi bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityoho sharanyamanyad yadaham na jane. This save me from this durvara samsaradavagni-taptam. This world, the life, it is as if it is a wildfire. It is scorching me. And dodhuyamanam duradrishtavataihi. As if there is a unquenchable fire of this world forest fire. There is big storm which is trying to uproot me. So many things happen in our lives. Sometimes we do feel like this, not being able to decide what to do. We do not even know sometimes why the mind is behaving like this. Grumbling, feeling sad, not being able to be peaceful and tranquil in the mind. Even though everything is there, everything is going on well, you will find some days are like that. Some situations will be like that. We do not know how to make the mind peaceful and tranquil. So he says that I am feeling as if from all sides I am getting drowned. There is a big wildfire in this life. I am feeling that there is a storm which is simply blowing me away. Bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityoho. And I feel very afraid. Bhitam. I'm afraid, fearful that something will happen. Just, my dear children, I think this is the truth. Although everything is okay, there is always a feeling. Suppose something is not all right. Whether I'll be commented upon, nothing big. It need not be anything big. Suppose I'll be commented upon. Suppose I'll be criticized. Suppose somebody doesn't like my doing of work. Suppose somebody tells me something. These things. We are always fearful even for these small things. The work that I have done will not be appreciated. Even these small things, we are afraid of these. Bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityoho. So I feel as if I am going to die. Please save me from that. Sharanyamanyad yadaham na jane. I do not know any other place to go. This jidnyasu, his mind is like that. When the mind becomes like that, it feels I must get somebody who will reply my question. Who, when sometimes we get burnt by a little hot thing. And what we do, we try to apply some burn all or something like that. Why? We want to cool up that place. So the fire of enquiry is burning in the head, in the mind, in the whole being. There is this fire of jidnyasa. What is this? What is liberation? What is realization? How will I be liberated from the traits that I have? I suffer in the hands of my own traits. Leave aside other things. The attachments that I have, the clingings that I have. How do I become liberated? When this becomes the quest. So, he's saying, Sharanyamanyad yadaham na jane. I do not know any other person to whom I can go and seek shelter. So I have come at your feet and I am doing pranam to you. Swamini, namaste, namaste, namaste. The mind should feel like this. Shanta mahanto nivasanti santo vasantavallokahitam charantaha tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan ahetunanyanapi tarayantaha. So, these good souls, where he has gone to a guru. Who is a guru? We'll see. What are his characteristics? So they are the good souls. They are like the spring season. They move around. As the Navayogis, I was telling you about the Navayogis, the Rishis, the Munis, the self-realized masters. Why do they wander about? Because just by wandering about, they come across many people, and there are a few in whom this kind of jnana has come. Or those who feel that these holy people can give me some kind of peace. So they go and fall at their feet. So these noble souls, the great noble souls, they are very, very calm and magnanimous. Vasantavallokahitam jarantaha. Just like the spring season, after winter, when the winter is there, everybody looks forward to the spring, when the spring will come, when the 3-4 months of winter will pass away and the spring will come. In winter, everybody is suffering because of cold. Many things cannot be done. All leaves fall from the trees. And those who have to do activities, they feel very, very difficult. It's very difficult for them. So they look forward to spring, when the new life starts. In all the trees, from where all their leaves had fallen, new leaves will start coming. There is a festivity in the whole air. Everything becomes festive. The weather becomes very good. So it gives happiness to the whole of this universe. So Vasantavallokahitam charantaha, just like the spring season brings about festivity and joy in the whole world, these noble souls, the great souls, they also bring about this kind of festivity in the minds of people. And they do lokahitam. They do some benefit to everybody. Tirana swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan ahetunanyanapi tarayantaha. They know, they have also gone through this. They were, when they lived their life, they have also undergone sukha and dukkha, happiness, unhappiness, anxiety, everything, and understood that to know how to get liberated, one must know oneself. One must know who is God. One must know this changeless, imperishable I. That is I. That is the self. And only by knowing that, one can be liberated. So they have tread this path, and seeing the sorrow of others, sufferings of others, they feel that I should help them. So the devotee or the seeker, having reached the holy feet of the Master, he has said all this, and then he asks, Katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam kavagatirme katamostyupayaha janena kinchit kripayavamam prabho samsara dukkha kshatimatanushva. Katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam kavagatirme katamostyupayaha janena kinchit kripayavamam prabho samsara dukkha kshatimatanushva. So, after doing pranam and saying that, Bhavabdhau patitam mam uddhara. How? Please look at me. I have come. And he then asks him, tells him that I am feeling like this, as if scorched by fire, as if getting drowned. So please tell me, how do I cross this ocean? I do not know anybody else at whose feet I can take shelter. So now that I have come at your feet, tell me, katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam, how to cross this ocean of worldliness, this worldliness by which I am completely surrounded. What is this worldliness? This I-ness and mine-ness, and everything branching from that. All kinds of desires, all kinds of delusions, all kinds of clingings, all kinds of attachment. All these things, it just stems from this worldliness. Feeling that I am this body. And seeing that plurality. Katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam, this worldly ocean. How do I cross it? Kavagatirme. What is my fate in this world? Will I ever be liberated? Will I always be like this? Under fear? Under lack of peace? Under agitation and disturbance of the mind? Will I always be like this? What is my fate here? Katamostyupayaha. Tell me, is there any way by which I can cross this ocean? Janena kinchit kripayavamam prabho. O my Lord, I am asking you these questions. Katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam. How do I cross it? You have crossed it, but how do I cross it? I do not know how it can be crossed. Janena kinchit kripayavamam prabho. With your grace, please save me, protect me, and put an end to this dukkha, the suffering, the misery that I am having in my life. Samsara dukkha kshatim atanushva. Samsara dukkha kshatim atanushva. So he is with folded hands, and I can imagine, my dear children, imagine the scene. A jijnasu, a seeker, for whom these questions have taken the most important place in his mind. He has found a guru, he goes and does pranam and sits at his feet with folded hands and tearful eyes. He is saying this, please protect me, please save me, please tell me, what is my fate? Can I cross this worldliness and can I get liberated? Liberation means what? Liberation means liberation from all the shackles of the mind and intelligence, whatever binds us. The sufferings that we have in the hands of our mind, intelligence, and our sense organs. And in short, the suffering that we have because we feel this I-ness and mine-ness. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam samsara davanalatapataptam nirikshya karunya rasardra drishtya dadyadabhitim sahasa mahatma. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam samsara davanalatapataptam nirikshya karunya rasardra drishtya dadyadabhitim sahasa mahatma. Tatha vadantam sharanagatam swam. As this seeker talks like this, with torment and affliction, as if samsara davanalatapataptam, as if the forest fire of life has completely enveloped him. He is talking like this, as if he is surrounded by fire. So he is talking. He has reached the feet of the Guru. He tells, Whatever he has to say, he has said. Nirikshya karunya rasardha drishtya. What does the Guru do? Guru is looking at the person. A person has come with lot of feelings, telling his woes and sorrows and sufferings, or the jijnasa, that I want to know who I am. How am I going to get liberated? The Guru looks at him and Nirikshya karunya rasardra drishtya. He is just looking at him, looking at the seeker, and his eyes, from his glance, there is karuna, there is mercy, compassion for that seeker. And karunya rasardra drishtya, that glance is moist, ardra, with the karuna rasa, the compassion and mercy, that which is flowing from his eyes, is making his glance moist. And through that glance, dadyat abhitim sahasa mahatma. Just through that glance, he just gives abhitim. He gives nirbhayatvam, fearlessness to the seeker. The seeker has come with lot of fear. This seeker has come with fear. Fear of what? Worldliness. Fear of constantly being under this agitation because of anxiety, fear, lack of peace, and the desires that he has. So, the Guru, when he hears this, the Guru just looks at him. Dadyat abhitim sahasa mahatma. He gives him abhiti, fearlessness, immediately. Through his glance alone, the seeker gets abhaya, fearlessness. That abhaya only the Guru can give. Nobody can give. How Guru can give? Guru will tell about that one soul, the Atma, the Brahman. He will be telling about that oneness. Everywhere our fear is because of all the plurality. Only when there is two, at least two, there is fear, fear from the other. There will be hatred towards the other. There will be dislike. There will be love. Only when there is something different from one. But if there is only one, the Atma is one, the soul is one, Brahman is one, when everything is that Brahman, the Atma, who will be fearful of whom? Who will be disliking whom? Who will be loving whom? Everything is the same. So the Guru will be talking about that, the Brahman, the God, who is all-pervading, who is everywhere and alone is. So there is no fear. That is how he can give abhiti. Nobody else can give. Our parents cannot give. Our children cannot give us. Elders cannot give us. Teachers cannot give us. Nobody in this world can give abhiti to each other except the realized masters. So, when such a person comes and asks a question with lot of humility, with lot of feelings and sincerity, then something should be told to him. So the Guru, you know what he says? Ma bhaishta vidvam stavanastapayah samsara sindho starane styupayah yenaiva yata yatayosya param tameva margam tava nirdishami ma bhaishta vidvam stavanastyapayah samsara sindhostaranestupayah yenaiva yata yatayosya param tameva margam tava nirdishami. He says, the Guru says, I hope you are imagining the scene. Be that seeker who has gone to the Guru and shedding tears and with folded hands is talking to the Guru. And the Guru is looking at him with eyes full of mercy and compassion. And knowing the genuineness and the sincerity of the seeker, he says, Ma Vaishta. Don't fear. Don't fear. Vidvan, O learned one, don't fear. Tavanas tyapayaha. There is no destruction for you. You are fearful because you are thinking there will be an end to your body and whatever belongs to your body. But you are the soul. You are fearful because you think you are mortal. But in reality, you are immortal. There is no destruction for you. You are immortal. Ma bhaishta vidvam stavanastyapayaha. There is no destruction for you. You are immortal. Samsara sindhos taranestyupayaha. But remaining in this worldliness, samsara sindhu, the worldly ocean, all the worldliness that you are immersed in, you are every moment thinking that everything you are losing. Everything is changing. There is death. No, you are immortal. So, this Bhavasagara, this samsara sindhu, the worldly ocean, has to be crossed. There are ways. There are ways to cross this worldliness, by crossing which you will understand that you are not mortal, but you are immortal. Yenaiva yata yatayosya param. And many have gone this way. There is a way to cross it. There is a way to cross this path and reach that goal. Go across where is the supreme felicity, where is that abode of fearlessness, abode of changelessness, imperishability, that eternal abode. There is a way to go there. Many have gone and crossed this worldly ocean. Tameva margam tava nirdishami. That path I will show you. Hold my hand. I will take you along. I will show you where lies that abode of fearlessness. Ma Vaishta, don't fear. Don't fear. There is no fear. And how does he do it? He does it by lighting the light of lamp of wisdom, by telling them the tattva, telling them what is this self, what is this I, what is Brahman, that you are not this changeful body, you are the soul which is changeless, giving them that knowledge and making them established in that knowledge. So, when he says like this, the seeker says, Ko nama bandha kathamesha agatah katham pratisthasya katham vimokshaha ko savanatma paramah katma tayor viveka kathametadutyatam. So the Shishya says, please, O Master, please be graceful enough to reply to these questions. Ko nama bandha. What is this bondage? Kathamesha agataha. Where from the bondage comes to us? Katham pratishthasya. And how does it remain? On what does it subsist? How does it continues to exist? We always feel that we are bound by our desires, bound by our expectations, bound by our attachments. Where from they come? I do not want it, but still they come. I understand that it is not good. I understand attachment is not good. I understand clinging is not good. I understand that one should not have desires or expectations, especially particular expectation, particular desires. Views like this alone has to be, then only I will be happy. This kind of preconceived ideas one should not have. But where from do they come? I am not able to get liberated from them. Katham pratishthasya, katham vimokshaha. How to get liberated from them? Ko savanatma paramah ka atma. What is this non-self? And what is Paramatma, the Supreme Self? I am hearing about the Atma, the Paramatma, Anatma. So please tell me, Tayor vivekaha katham etadutyatam. Please tell me how to discriminate between all of them. Do tell me about all this. So he has kept his question. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya uttamam. I have gone back to, I was taking Viveka Chudamani. I have again gone back to Bhagavatam. There also, what King Nimi has asked, please tell. What is the ultimate good? What are the disciplines to be pursued so that one becomes a true devotee? And who is a true devotee? Who is liberated from all this worldly ocean. Same thing is being discussed in different manner. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jijnasu shreya uttamam shabde parecha nishnatam brahmanyupashamashrayam. Who is the person, the guru, should be well versed in the scriptures and whose mind should be withdrawn from everything and should be on Brahman itself. Now he has asked this question. King Nimi had asked these questions. Please tell me, many questions he had asked. And here, same thing this Shishya is asking, this disciple who has come to become a disciple. Actually, he is come with a seeking, a jijnasa, a yearning, a seeking, which is absolutely one-pointed. He doesn't want to know anything else. Please tell me. This is my question. Why do I feel bound? Why is it that I am not fully happy? Why is it that I am always feeling attached, bound, deluded, ignorant, and clinging to many things? Where from do they come? Please tell me. I want to get rid of them. On what are they subsisting and remain always? How do I get rid of them? Also, please tell me, what is this Atma? What is Paramatma? And you know what the Guru said? Now starts the Guru's reply. Guru says, Dhanyosi kritakrityosi pavitam te kulam taptvaya yadavidya bandhamuktya brahmi bhavitumicchasi, dhanyosi kritakrityosi, pavitam te kulam tvaya, yad avidya bandha muktya, brahmi bhavitumicchasi. Dhanyosi kritakrityosi, pavitam te kulam tvaya. Blessed are you, my son. Blessed are you. The Guru is most pleased when a disciple, a devotee, a seeker asks this question. What was this? Tamaradhya gurum bhaktya prahva prashraya sevanaihi prasannam tam anuprapya prichet jnatavyam. The seeker should come to the Guru and after doing pranam with lot of humility should do seva and should please the Guru. Prichet jnatavyam. The Guru is pleased not by seva, not by offerings, not by anything else. He is pleased most when a seeker comes and asks, please tell me, what? Katham ko nama bandha, kathamesha agataha. When somebody comes with true seeking, true devotion, asking for the real thing in this life, the supreme, the real, the truth. One wants to know what is the truth, what is the ultimate reality in this life. When the question is that, the Guru becomes pleased. He says, Dhanyosi, Kritakrityosi. He said, oh, you are blessed. You have achieved the life's end. You are Kritakritya. All that is to be done in one's life, you have finished. Fulfilled. You have fulfilled your duty in this life by asking this question. And Pavitam te kulam tvaya. Your whole lineage has become purified by your questioning like this. Your question is so pure, it has no other motive. It just wants to know about who am I. You are asking about yourself, the real identity, the ultimate reality. What it is, the supreme knowledge. You are asking about that. By that pure question, whole of your lineage has become purified. Yad avidya bandha muktya. Because by your question, what are you actually intending? You want to get rid of avidya, ignorance, delusion, and you want to become Brahman. Brahmi bhavitum icchasi. You want to know yourself, that is Brahman. You want to know yourself, the Atma, the Brahman. Yad avidya bandha muktya brahmi bhavitum icchasi. That is your wish. That is your intention. That is the pure intention. By your one question, which is very, very pure, which is absolutely not unmotivated, your whole lineage has become pure, purified, sacred. Dhanyosi, kritakrityosi. This is what the Guru says. So I'll go back to Bhagavatam. So tatra bhagavatan dharman shikshed guruvatma deivataha. So you can understand why I took this. Who is a Guru? What role the Guru is given? See, in Bhagavad Gita also, what is the Guru saying? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, Teshamevanukampartham ahamadyanajam tamaha nashayam yatmabhavastho jnanadipena bhasvata. Teshamevanukampartham ahamadyanajam tamaha nashayam yatmabhavastho jnanadipena bhasvata. He says, Krishna is telling Arjuna that for those devotees who have one-pointed devotion, out of compassion for them, remaining as their own self, Atmabhavastho. I, the Supreme, destroy their darkness of ignorance. Nashayami, that ajnanajam tamaha, the darkness, the tamaha, which is because of the ignorance of not knowing oneself, not knowing that I am the self, I am the eternal, imperishable self. Not having that knowledge, in the absence of that knowledge, we feel darkness. That is why ordinary people, we are constantly shuttling between sometimes rejoicing, sometimes depressed. Between sukha and dukkha. Darkness, it will surround us, envelop us, encompass us. So, he says that, Krishna is telling Arjuna that I, the self, I remaining as the very self. I am within everybody. I am the Atma, the Supreme. I destroy the darkness of ignorance by the effulgent lamp of wisdom. So, Atma Bhavastha, I am the Atma. Nashayami, what do I remove? Ajnanajam tamaha, the tamaha, the darkness which has got generated because of ignorance. Out of my own compassion, I give them knowledge. I light the effulgent lamp of wisdom in their heart. Jnana deepena bhasvata. That is what a guru does. A guru, he becomes so compassionate that he gives knowledge to the seeker, to the devotee, and makes them understand what is his real identity. So, tasmat gurum prapadyeta jignasu shreya uttamam shabde parecha nishnatam brahmanyupashamashrayam. So, you can understand. Tatra bhagavatan dharman shikshed gurvatma daivataha. My dear children, this word is very, very important. Gurvatma daivataha. The Guru is nothing but all the deities. If you are given to aradhana, worship, various deities, all the deities together, they are actually in your Guru. When there is a Guru, no need to go to separate deities and worshipping them. You may do. Find Guru in all of them. And Atma, your own Atma is your Guru. The Guru is your Atma. Guru is inside you. Your Atma, as in Krishna is also telling. Atma bhavastha. He remains as your Atma. And he is nothing but all the devatas. Say in another place, what Bhagavatam is saying, Yasya sakshad bhagavati jnana deepa prade gurau martya saddhi shrutam tasya sarvam kunjara shauchavat. Yasya sakshad bhagavati jnana deepe prade gurau martya saddhi shrutam tasya sarvam kunjara shauchavat. Sakshat Bhagavati Jnanadeepe Prade Gurau. The Guru, who is a manifestation of the Supreme Himself, bringing the light of wisdom. Jnanadeepena bhasvata. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is telling Arjuna, Jnanadeepena bhasvata. I light an effulgent lamp of wisdom. So, Guru, who is a manifestation of the Supreme Lord Himself, who lights the lamp of wisdom, yasya martya asadhihi. If a disciple to that Guru is in human form. We are talking about human Guru. But who is that Guru? Who is that Guru? That Guru is somebody, Shrotriyaha, Avrijinaha, Akamahataha, Yo Brahmavittamaha, Brahmanyuparata Shanto Nirindhana Ivanalaha. Now, in my last session, I have done. And here also in Bhagavatam it says, who is a Shrotriya, that is, he is well versed in the Shastras, his mind is absolutely always seated in Brahman, and Upashama, he is tranquil in the mind. These are the characteristics of the Guru in a human form. When does God take a human form? In the form of Guru. So, in this shloka, Bhagavatam is saying, Yasya martya asadhihi, if a disciple thinks of the Guru as a mere man, that is a human, tasya sarvam shrutam kunjara shauchavat, then all his scriptural study and all the knowledge that he has gained, it will be all a failure, like a bath given to an elephant. Like when you give bath to an elephant, you will find that their body doesn't become wet so much. The water falls down. See what a statement Bhagavatam is doing. What is he saying? Consider your Guru to be your own Atma and also all the deities. That is, though he is in a human form, consider him to be a divine person. He is all divine. Never consider him. He is a human. If you do so, then all your knowledge, all your scriptural study will be a failure. This is what he is saying. Acharyam mam vijaniyat avamanyeta karhichit namatya buddhyasyuyeta sarvadevamayo guruhu. Acharyam mam vijaniyat navamanyeta karhichit namatya buddhyasuyeta sarvadevamayo guruhu. Acharyam mam vijaniyat. A disciple or a devotee should look upon the Guru as myself. That is the Supreme Lord. Martabuddhyana asuyeta. Considering him just like a human body, human, one should not disrespect him. Karhichit na avamanyeta. One should not disrespect him at all. Guruhu sarva devamayaha, because he is the embodiment of all divinity. Guruhu sarva devamayaha. These are very, very important. Very important. What? Why? When we come to a Guru or any realized master, our mind should be like that. We should feel so blessed to have come near a divinity, a ball of divinity. Maybe he will have a human form, but we must constantly think that he is nothing but divinity embodied. And thinking like that, all the worship that we do everywhere, it is nothing but our Guru. Nothing but our Guru. Okay. Actually, this sloka I have done earlier, and in the next sessions I will discuss what further he says, what are the things, what are the pursuits that one must do to gain that devotion or the discipline which should be pursued so that one gets liberated, one feels free, one becomes realized. Sampurnam Jagadeva Nandanavanam Sarvepi Kalpadrumaha Gangam Vari Samasta Vari Nivaha Punya Samasta Kriyaha Vacha Prakrita Samskrita Shruti Shiro Varanasi Medini Sarvavasthitirasya Vastu Vishaya Drishti Parabrahmani Sarvavasthitirasya Vastu Vishaya Drishti Parabrahmani. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru.